Hypno music.
Yeah, gotta let it go. Knees on the ground and I let it go. Yeah, I'm loving my life. Yeah, I'm loving my life. Yeah, gotta let it go. Hands on my knees and I let it flow. Living my life. Yeah, I'm loving my life. Shake it down to my left. Shake it down to my right. Reach towards the sky and widen round and feel fine. Shake it down to my right. Shake it down to my left. Cause I'm feeling blessed. Feeling at my best. So yeah. Cause I'm feeling blessed. So yeah. Cause I'm feeling blessed. Man, I'm so grateful. Wake up in the morning, rise and thankful. Yeah, I'm loving my life. Yes, I'm loving my life. Hey, that's right, my damn soul. Living in the past, they don't let it go. Living my life, standing the test of time. Shake it down to my left. Shake it down to my right. Reach towards the sky and widen round and feel fine. Shake it down to my right. Shake it down to my left. Cause I'm feeling blessed. Feeling at my best. So cause I'm feeling blessed. So cause I'm feeling blessed. Let me barbecue. Let me barbecue. Let me barbecue. Let me barbecue. Alright.
All right, peace and love, my friend. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Born Alive. We started with that because I am blessed today. So I'm feeling blessed because we have a unique opportunity from a phenomenal mastermind to mastermind. This literary master genius is here to share some of her life and share some of her legacy and her strong spirit of collaboration. I think she's written so many books that the pen just picks up by itself and starts to write on its own. So she's a phenomenal pen whisperer. She whispered at the pen so many times that it created all of this wormhole of story that it was so attractive that all of the authors was like, we need to get together with you. And then they started this masterful mastermind movement of collaboration. So We're here to give credence, honor, and ode to this visionary mind that sits before us. She's so calm, she's so humble, and so bold and beautiful and confident at the same time. So we're going to give our salute and our honor and our love for the queen that's in our midst. This national, international, intergalactical. Some aliens told me they was reading her books. Okay,
You know what?
intergalactical
I
best-selling
cannot
author in here. Let's give it up for our love,
I
Queen
cannot with you.
Naleighna Kai. Welcome back to the platform. How you feeling? How you feeling? How are you? How art thou?
I am doing extremely well. Thank you. You clowning today, though. I'm just gonna say you clowning. Aliens, Lord have mercy. You know,
aliens.
Wait,
Okay,
you
it
know
was like
aliens
we
ride
came
past,
from Andromeda to get some of these books, fam.
you
Like,
know,
where
you
are
know
the
they
books?
ride past this planet and say, "Look, there goes the neighborhood." Indeed, that is so hilarious. I'm doing well, and thank you so much for having me on the platform. I really, truly, truly appreciate it.
It's a privilege, it's an honor to be in your presence, being present here with you for the gift that is you. You know, so much of your journey is shared in your writings.
Mm.
Oftentimes, we don't get a chance to get this interpersonal, intimate communication. And, you know, we here on business. So let's get to the business of the business. You have an amazing undertaking that you're pivoting and shifting and repackaging. So I need to know all of the tea, all of the backstory for this great feat. He's like, all right, you woke up one day and was like, yeah, you know what? We want to give away 200 ebooks online. Yeah, let's get it together right now. Come on. So what's the backstory? Talk to us, please, and thank you.
So what had happened was
Break it down.
there is an event that's called Stuff Your Kindle. And it's a Stuff Your Kindle Day where one day readers from all over, authors are giving away a massive number of books, mostly the first in a series or a book that they're trying to get a lot of reviews for. I've always given away free books on my website. The first page had free books just to give people a little taste. You know how you go into Costco somewhere and they have the ladies in the grocery store and say, here, have a sample of this. And then you say, oh, I'll buy the whole case of that. Right. That's kind of the premise of this. But the difference is with my giveaways are connected to events. We're doing the Black Women's Expo, August 4th through the 6th. And we have about 10,000 promo cards that have the QR code that leads to the website where we're giving away these 200 free books. Now, the difference with Stuff Your Kindle, it was 1,300 free books, over 1,500,000 readers converged on that site on that day. And it was so massive that it shut Amazon down. Amazon was glitching all day because you can imagine that many readers, one clicking for all of these free books back to back to back. But the difference is she got hit unfairly that there wasn't enough Black authors. One group I was in, it was a Black reader space, Black woman reader space. And they said, I went through the whole list and there was only 13 Black authors out of the 1,300 offerings. I think the number was off, but she listed each one of them, which means she went in to all 1,300 of those books over that one day period and clicked to see which authors' profiles showed up as Black authors. And I was like, wow. So I decided to expand the free books that I normally give on my website, but also too, we used to give them out by flash drive. We used to, at events, people would give me their mailing list or whatever, and we would give them out by flash drive. These are tribe books. I said, you know what? Or Dropbox. It's a lot simpler if I put everything on a website and readers went there and one clicked till they were crazy. Mine is different in the sense that it's connected to an event. Mine is also different in the sense that I curate the content. With most of these, she's not the only one that does it. There's one that's romance. Hers was focused on romance. There's one that's focused on paranormal. Mine was supposed to be focused on Black authors at first, because it was filling that void. Well, what happened is that I did put it in Black author spaces first, Black Authors Network, other places, Black chapters, all of these places. And when I say the response was dismal, I was so kind of disappointed. So now I see what the woman who started this whole phenomenon of doing it online, I see what she went through, because she had a BIPOC selection, and it included authors of all, people of color. Well, my thing is, I tried to slant it in the different direction and realized I can't just go Black only. There wasn't enough Black authors that signed up. So now it's open. It's about 50% Black representation and 50% all other authors of ethnic backgrounds. And the thing about it is allowing Black authors and authors of other ethnic backgrounds to cross over into markets where they wouldn't normally, it's out of their circle of influence. So it's major. And this is, let me tell you how it works. Most of them put the first book in a series into it. So say like the Kings of the Castle series, I'm putting in book 1 is free. Somebody reads that, then Amazon will market the rest of the other books to them as well. They're all standalone. They can be read in any order, but it's automatically promoting those other ones to them, but they like it and like, oh, let me just go and get this whole series. There was one woman that had about 45,000 downloads in the Stuff Your Kindle one. 45,000 people, new readers to her, downloaded it. And I think she got about 15 to 20,000 sales across the board from her other books. So it's a kickstart to a career, and it's free. Nobody has to pay to be a part of this. And another difference is that people who want more reviews, they'll put a book in there that hasn't done well and needed more reviews, because you need to get about 50 on Amazon before it kicks in a good algorithm to help to promote your book. Also, let me tell you that you find more connection with people on Instagram and Bookstagrammers, all of these things. I've set up to do takeovers in several different spots. Only one of them I've had to pay for, but there's Black Girls Read 2 group. There's several of those, but this is the 2 with the big caps, Black Girls Read 2. We're doing an event takeover where every 15 minutes, an author is promoting their work, and then it goes to the next author, and then the next author. There's also the Tribe Called Success Literary Cafe, the Urban Reviews Facebook group. So we have, I See You Reading and Chatting Facebook group is allowing us to do, Laverne's News is allowing the authors that are part of this to promote their books into readers that also puts some exposure to the website. And so far, about 1,060 something people have signed up for my mailing list because they want to be the first to know. So it's about exposure. It's about marketing and promotion. One lady said she put a book that has never done well, and all of a sudden she's getting massive sales for that book and the rest in the series, because the sales don't stop. Even when it's no longer free, people are still being promoted from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Apple, all of these places. So it's a wonderful marketing tool.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm about to write a book just so I can put the book in the book, over the book, in the book section. Okay. Yes. So you mentioned the tribe. I need the tribe origin story, because y'all like a group of superheroes that got together, and put this stuff all together. So this Tribe Called Success, which this series is dedicated to, this is a series to spotlight some of these phenomenal minds that's in the tribe. You understand what I'm saying? I need to know the tribe team.
Tribe is more than a writing group. When I say we are a writing family, we are a writing family, and we take care of each other. I know all of the deep, dark secrets. I'm the keeper of the secrets, but I'm also the tribe leader, which means like case in point, one of the tribe mother, the AC went out, and it was hotter than Satan's backyard in her house. So of course, what did I say? Hey, I called a tribe member. Hey, her and her pets, we need to get her out of that house. And that person called somebody that they knew that was a manager at a hotel, got it to where the pets could come, the family could come. We do whatever it takes. When my son's computer went out, and it was like, oh my God, within 2 days, he had a new computer. We pay mortgages. We help wherever's needed. Car notes, medical bills. When somebody passes, we make sure the flowers or whatever, donations, headstones, whatever we have to do We sponsored people who have the heart to go to Dubai when we did Cavalcade in Dubai, Cavalcade of Authors, but did not have the finances. So Tribe sent that person or persons. They sponsored about 2 or 3 people. But my point is, we market together, we promote together, we write together. We have this sense of branding. My son does our covers, Woodson Creative Studio. He and the Woodson Collection. When I say our branding is on point, it has opened doors for me that, and us as a tribe, that we are being recognized by traditional publishing houses and editors and agents and all of those things. And it ushered in one amazing editor or CEO at a traditional publishing house that recommended me to to level up on the literary agent side, that they saw our branding. They're like, oh my God, these people are serious. Yes, we are. Make sure the content, we have editors, we have content editors, developmental editors, consultants, all within Tribe that have the same values and the same outlook on how we're trying to be presented to the world and the literary world. So they're an amazing group of people. We've gotten book deals. J.L. Campbell's book releases with Kensington Publishing in November. And then, of course, Shakir, he's done your platform. Shakir Rashan. Never Wraith is a YA paranormal set in with an African folklore and beyond, in a world that he created. When I say amazing, he got a book deal with the #2 imprint of Macmillan, which is Entangled Publishing. So in that, we grow our brands. It isn't, we can self-publish, we're hybrid. Some of us have been published by major houses, but overall, the love of the written word is what combines us. But family, being family, is what keeps us.
I love it. See that? These literary superheroes, okay? They all out there pen whispering, loving on each other. You know, excellence. In the midst of all of this chaos and confusion that we're bombarded with on a daily basis, it is refreshing to know that there's a tribe out there that exists, and a success-oriented tribe. You know, it ain't roses all the time, but it's real all the time. I think that's remarkable. So I wanted to highlight that. So now that we got the business out of the way, like, how you been? Like, how you been, though? You know, how you been? It's been a minute. We missed you over here. Okay. You know, this your other house. Okay. Your other house.
Well, you know what? I went through a low period where I had a car accident and I hit a brick wall. I hit a brick wall emotionally, spiritually. I had a wake-up call. And that wake-up call was to focus more on me. And the other wake-up call is that I had spread myself too wide and too thin for people who weren't necessarily to make the kind of transition and jump that I saw for them. So I had to narrow it down. Tribe used to be about 45 members. Now we're 23. We're under the master number of 5, which is foundation, which is building, which is fast. No, not building, fast moving energy. And you've had La Amate on here, so she keeps our numbers straight. We were under 4 energy for a while, which was 22 members. And she said, we're under foundation, we're building. She said, the minute you hit 5 energy, it's going to go fast. Let me tell you, I accepted one other member, the last member of Tribe, the baby of Tribe, came through. The next day, a publishing house asked for 5 of our traditional publishing house asked to see 5 of our manuscripts. Then I got an internship with a major literary agency. I've been a literary agent for 20 years, but I've been on my own. Most agents go into a house first, agency first, and then branch out on their own. I did it ass backwards. I got my deals. So there's a lot that I did not know on a literary agent standpoint or profession that I'm now getting a crash course in, thanks to some of the connections that I made because of Tribe. So in that, it's just a shift in that. So when she said it was going to be fast moving, when I say fast moving, things have shifted so fast. I'm trying to keep up. I'm organizing. But the thing about it is, this is what I hoped for. This is what I prayed for. And it's coming to pass. But it didn't happen until I had to shake some stuff off. 45 down to what? 23. And out of that 23, there's a certain number of people who are ready to make this shift to getting book deals with traditional publishing houses. There's some people that are laying in the cut. They're getting ready. I have people that are already ready and people who are getting ready. And there are people who will come after we've already built everything and they'll be the next ones. But the point is, I had to learn the difference and not spread my energy into every single person. And that has made the difference in me focusing on, I'm an author, I'm a literary agent, but I also work for a major law firm. So major law firm helps me to keep an address. The author part of me is that's love. But once I realized right now I need to really focus on the literary agent side of things. Once I realized that, that's when things took off and the focus narrowed. I will always be an author. I've already have books out there. I have books sitting right over here ready to be written or finished up or polished up or edited. That will come. But I need to lay that legacy where the literary agent side is, because that takes my tribe higher at a different level than what they can do on their own. I appreciate they self-publish, because then they know what they're getting and they know what they're giving up when they get with a major house.
Now, I wanted to stay there for a second and give honor and love to that space of self-actualization. Now, the space of self-actualization is multi-tiered. So you as a sister, you as an author, you as a publisher, you as a literary agent, all of those things have standards and qualifications in that space. So how did you come to the realization of that newfound awakening moment? Like, what was the catalyst? What was the push? Because we treat everybody in the universe better than we treat ourselves. And we'll be looking at ourselves like, I'm going to be all right type of situation. How did you become a priority in these particular aspects and be okay with it?
Because people kept telling me, everyone can't go with you. Everyone can't. And I'm like, no author left behind. No author left behind. But when I hit that brick wall, I hit that brick wall at the same point that my sister died. I only found that out when I was at the funeral and people said what time it all happened, because normally they don't put that on the obituary or whatever. And we weren't all that close. But the thing about it, it happened on the day and the time that she was in the hospital and she was leaving. When I say it was a wake-up call, I didn't find that out till later. But the difference is the tiredness, the weariness of giving more to other people. It was wearing my body. It was wearing my mind. I need this mind and this body to last me another 50 plus years. I can't do that if I'm doing more for others than I'm doing for myself. And I had to streamline. You know, we love to multitask, and I'm good at that.
Right.
But let me be really successful at one major thing, and then everything else will fall into place. Let me hang my hat on the literary agent side of things. And that is when I kind of shifted from doing too much for other people. Now, La Amate and UM Hiram does my consultations. I don't take in people. I do freelance editing, yes. But as far as anybody else trying to learn the business, come into the business, my bandwidth can't do that. It takes a lot to groom a new author and get them up to speed. I'm not taking any more tribe members. I had to cut it. 23 is our energy. That's it. It's a wrap. I'm not tribing anyone else up. Also, too, I know how to function and move within the tribe. Who's ready for what? Who's honest about their process? Hey, I don't have to come in September. I need to do it in January. Got you. Thank you. Let's breathe. Let's work. We have time. But I can't be a we if me is falling apart because I'm not getting enough rest, because I'm not eating properly, because I'm not exercising, because my mind is so splintered and all over the place that the focus is lost and nothing is getting accomplished. Nothing is getting done well. It's getting done, but it's not done well. And that's where it came to a point that I was tired and I was loopy. And of course, at that time, it was wintertime. And of course, you know, people have that whole seasonal thing, but it was more than that. I needed that wake-up call because it had everything to do with finances, emotional, mental, spiritual, all of that. And my connection is, what am I here for? I've already put the words in the books of my heart are already out there. I have more to do, but what legacy am I leaving? I have a whole tribe who believes in me, who has faith in me, who some of them have been here 5 months and some of them have been there 15 years. but each one of them have now hit that point of where they know they're ready to make that move. And now I've kicked open that door to happen. And I'm receptive to it because my mind is focused and organized. Whereas if this opportunity had come maybe a year before or the year before that, I may not have done well with it because I had too much of a broader sense of trying to bring everyone through the door, and everyone isn't ready.
Mm. I ain't want to be all clapping all loud like tabernacle. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. You understand what
Amen,
I'm
my
saying?
brother.
Like,
Amen.
amen. Won't she do it? Okay. So we have this series. We got this book giveaway that's coming up August the 4th through the 6th.
Yeah.
I want to know about that process, and I also want to know about some of the authors that we got featured. You know, give them a little taste of some of the people, you know, that's supposed to be coming through here in the series.
Oh my God, definitely tribe members. We have Stephanie Freeman, we have Shakira Sean, we have J.L. Campbell, we have U.M. Hiram, we have Christine Pauls, we have Laverne Thompson, we have Deanna McNeil, Michelle Sims, we have Keisha Green, we have L.A. Lewis. We have so many tribe members, but we also have New York Times bestselling author Mary B. Morrison. We have L. Penelope. She put a book in there. Moni Boyce. There's so many authors. There's about 179 authors. There's 200 books, but there's 179 authors. And there are people who are still signing up. We have Aurelia Sky, the Alpha Warlock's Claim. She's the baby of the tribe. So she just came through. So many in different genres. So we've got suspense and romance and nonfiction and memoirs and paranormal and sci-fi and all children's books. That's the difference too with some of the other takeovers. They focus on either romance or they focus on paranormal. Or this, I wanted a good mix of books that the authors are all marketing and promoting together and putting it out on Instagram and Facebook and in their newsletters. You know, some of them are kind of skating the process and we're busting a few of them, but it's okay. Because ultimately we will see how this process goes because we're doing it in connection with the Black Women's Expo. And then we're going to do it again in connection with the Ultimate Women's Expo, which is a target of white, Latina, and Black women. So I'm seeing how it goes here. It's gone well for a whole lot of people who have done these and other ones. Mine is different. The takeovers, the interviews, the spotlights. That's what's different. Most people that are putting these together, they don't do that. And I do it for Tribe anyway. And I'm so grateful for these people to lend to this process. That how I'm doing it is if they've tagged me on Facebook, if they tag me on Instagram, I put them in a back chat of people who are putting in that work. And they get these extra perks for doing what they're supposed to do. Now, there's some people just laying in the cut. They go send the newsletter and that's about it. And there are people who signed up and then part where it says you're supposed to send out a newsletter. They put NA. Some people didn't have a newsletter. Oh, sorry. Love you. Deuces. One lady, you know, put NA and she said, I have a news. I said, okay. Oh, well, okay. I'll send it out. That's okay, hon. We don't need that because that's not from the heart. And I realized that she's not going to send it. And we have snipers, what I call snipers. We have people looking for two things. Did they send it in their newsletter like they promised, which is the only thing we required? I'm looking at the Instagram and the Facebook because they're tagging me. But also, too, did they set their book free for those days? Some people just like the promo. I have snipers. 12:01 a.m. If their book isn't set to free, they're coming down off the website. Love you, but you do not get to benefit. And some of them, it can be an accident. But the newsletter, that's deliberate. If we have VPAs that have signed up for different newsletters to check that process, because that's the main thing. If you're not sending it out to your fan base to help all of the people in this, you know, they'll go to the website, they'll choose they probably already have your book, but help to promote other authors. It's a collaborative thing. And if you don't have collaboration in your spirit, love you. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord's pitching. I'm just saying.
I love it. And I love this collaboration. I saw that, you know, you've been doing this like in other facets over the years. So this shift to do this virtually to accompany the things that you do physically what was the methodology behind that as well? I want to give that some credence too.
Well, to me, we live in the digital world. People want things quick. People want things fast. You know, there are people, more readers. Facebook is my jam. A lot of people swear by Instagram and Threads and Twitter, and Facebook is my jam. So my thing is, people read more ebooks. 83% of ebooks are bought on Amazon. But there's, how do we connect with people who are outside of our circle of influence? Most of these authors that are part of this, they never heard of me before now. And I hadn't heard of them. So now we're in this thing together because we want it to work. They wanted to give a boost to their sales. Of course, it helps Tribe, because Tribes, if you go on the website, Tribe is on top. Love y'all, but but the thing about it is moving virtually makes sense. It's less costly. All it's costing me is time. Now, there's one of the takeovers I did have to come out of pocket for, but that group is live at 5, news at 10. It was worth the investment. And the thing about it is promoting us, and it's a reward for the authors who are putting in that work. It gives people an incentive to do above and beyond. And there are people who are doing that. I've sent out for help. You got to scroll down a little bit. That book right there, hold it right there. That is Never Wraith. That is the book that's coming out August 29th. Please, if you're listening to this, make sure you go to Barnes & Noble, call Barnes & Noble, get your copy on this, or go on Amazon and pre-order it now. When I say this book is nothing short of amazing, this brother, his pen is unmatched. It's unparalleled. Make sure you tap into that. So if you scroll down a little bit more, we had another one, has a book with a major publishing house that's coming out this year, and that's Flames of Wrath. That's J.L. Campbell. But we also, some of our that's the free cookbook. Make sure you download a free copy of the cookbook. Some of the authors put their favorite recipes. I think my killer macaroni and cheese in there. I make a kick.
Hey.
Macaroni and cheese. So it's not just a cookbook, but it's also excerpts from the authors are in there. If you scroll up, I think Promise Me might be there. Hold up. Yes, 99 cents. Can't beat it. Download this book. It's a box set, 5 different stories, 5 different books in one for 99 cents. You can't beat it. Promise Me a Miracle. And then the last book on this page, that is Flames of Wrath by J.L. Campbell. She was picked up by an imprint distributed by Kensington Books. She's amazing. She hails from Jamaica, man. And she gives you a touch of Jamaica in every book that she writes. But that book comes out in November. Want to make sure you pre-order a copy of that as well. The next page, if you go all the way back up, and this is www.naleighnakai.com. This is my website. I'll give you a sneak peek if you hit the Tribe page. That is some of the free book offerings that we're doing. And that's the series, Kings of the Capital, 10 Days of Pleasure. That's Stephanie M. Freeman. King of Durabia is mine. Stop in the Name of Love is one I pinned with U.M. Hiram. Loving Me for Me I did with Stephanie. Sugar Ain't So Sweet is La Amate's new one.
Hey.
Yes. We have Fire in the Water. That's by Pat George A. Walker. And then Karen did Queen of Lahaina. And The Thick of Things is J.L. Campbell again. And we've got on the next one, Christine Pauls, and we've got J.L. Campbell a second time, and then Laverne Thompson. Those are all Tribe members, as well as former Tribe members are in there as well. If you scroll to the next line, that is Seed on Fire and Hidden Agenda. So all of these books, it's not live yet. All of these books, if you keep scrolling out, all of them will be free on that day. And that's 2 pages of it so far. That will be free on the August 4th through the 6th. So if they join my mailing list, if they find, when you go to the website, it gives you the option to join the mailing list. You'll be notified the moment it goes live, and it will take you to the direct page. So we even have, those are children's books. Those are Florenza and Tracy, those 2 books there. Brooklyn Beaver, Almost Builds a Dam, and Adventurous Olivia. And then those are Florenza, Denise Lee, and then Tracy Blum, Avalon. She's there. And here's another one of Stephanie's. Actually, we're going to switch that out. Let me make a note of that. It's not going to be Season of the Bloods. You can scroll up. It's going to be the second book in the series, Nature of the Beast. You can scroll down. Yeah, that one's gonna swap out. We just realized it's already on another season of the Blood is already on another special, so it'll be Nature of Unfinished Business. I'm sorry, we'll go there. So those are mysteries and thrillers there in that particular section. So keep going. It's so many books: cozy mysteries, paranormal, sci-fi, memoirs, self-help, historicals. A lot on these 2 pages so far, and we still have people sign up this morning, so I've got to add them to the website as well. And I love that. See that Tiffany Richardson, Whispers of Africa. That's poetry. That's prose. So definitely want to take, and she has been amazing at supporting us with this. So definitely you want to get Whispers of Africa because it's part of a wonderful poetry series. Yep, and another tribe member there, Journey. That is the first book in the Mary Hart's inspirational series. And Pat Simmons, that's the first book in her series, Day Not Promised. You want to definitely get that. And Alpha Warlock's Claim, that's the baby. That's the baby of the tribe. She's the last member of Tribe Called Success that came in and made it that 5 energy. She's amazing. My son did it. Most of the covers you see, almost 95% of the covers you see from tribe members were done by J.L. Woodson of Woodson Creative Studio. So, yeah, this isn't all of them. There's a whole nother page.
Let them see so they can know.
Yep, there's a lot to choose from. So, yep.
Look, listen, enticing entanglement, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got, you know, hey.
Let's see where your mind is going.
Look, you said every what was that book you wrote? Every woman needs a wife. Hey, look, that was controversial storytelling right there. Okay?
Yes, indeed.
That's the gospel. Okay, I put my hand over my heart. I was like, hey.
Indeed.
Touch.
Yeah, interracial romance. You know, a lot of romance on here. I'd say about 50% of the offering. But you're going to do an interview. Stop right there. To Love Again. Right there. And Kendall and Kari, you're going to interview Thaddeus and Butterfly on your show soon. So, yeah. Nice offering, huh? And I curated, and that's another thing. I curated some of the majority of the content in the sense that I didn't just accept everyone. I looked at the reviews. We didn't accept any books that have any sexual assault, rape, non-consensual sex, dark romance, bully romance, none of the stuff that does not promote love, you know. So that cut down on a lot of offerings, as well as when I went to the reviews and saw that there were too many errors, like so many reviews said, oh God, this book would have been good, but there's several errors, or this needed an editor. Yeah, I didn't want just free. I wanted free and good, if that makes sense. So it cut down on the amount of people that ended up on the page. So you can see there, but wait, there's more, much more. Romance, dark and steamy, paranormal, sci-fi, historical, self-help. I got to finish that out. Make that. So you're looking at it before I'm trying to show folks, because we're still building the page. Loving Me for Me. These are some of the tribe members that are the main ones right now that are in. I have Tribe Alumni, I have Tribe Called Success, and then I have Tribe Related is Lit. And I tried with a group called Tribe Related, but everyone did not make it through that process. You know, Tribe is a collaborative effort. And when I find somebody who is just like, okay, it's all about me, or they're taking the information and giving it out, I said, you know what? I'm going to focus strictly on the people who are collaborative. We share the information, and that's how we grow. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
I think that was perfect right there.
Thank you.
So y'all have events scheduled as well, in tandem or in collaboration with the events as well. So I don't want to miss anything. I know y'all had something meet and greet coming up on Clubhouse, all of that, and y'all was clubbing in the house. Okay, so I need to know about the Clubhouse experts and all, and exploits and all of that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought about coming out with a series called Surviving Clubhouse, but
Clubhouse.
my god sisters was like, get out of here. You understand what I'm saying? But,
used properly, Clubhouse really can grow your brand. I know it did for me. My IG, it took me forever to get to 1,800 in IG. It took me like 3 or 4 years during those interesting times when the world was shut down. Over that 2-year period, I went from 1,800 to doggone near 10,000. And that was all because of connections made on Clubhouse. So I don't knock the Clubhouse at all.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I think it's all in what what you do. What you do, what your offering is, and how you present yourself. You can find mess anywhere. But I'm not messy, so I ain't looking for the mess. I'm looking for Black people to celebrate. Specifically. So that's exactly what I attract. So navigating through those spaces, success models. Interestingly enough, you said that was a series. I had the Clubhouse series, so people came on and they were sharing their stories. Met people from all over the world, and they came on and they shared their stories, navigating the app before it was open to the public. So after it became open to the public, it was a different kind of scene. But if you don't change your modality, then things won't change. So it's like it was good.
Yeah, Clubhouse was good to me. I can say that. But in order to focus though, I had to get off the app and really focus on what my goals. And actually, it helped me in the sense there was one room that I went in on Clubhouse where they asked, "What is it that you really want?" And it was, one of those metaphysical new age rooms where, and I had to think about that because I thought I knew what I really wanted, but there was something in my heart that I wanted. And I said, okay, I would like to be an imprint of a major house. Okay, so I started preparing for that. And then it shifted because what I really wanted was for all of my tribe members to be with a major house. I don't necessarily have to be an imprint of anywhere in order to do that. I could just make sure that they land in good homes, and it helps to further their literary careers. So I shifted in that because I had to focus on it because it was all over. I want to do this. I want to do that. Focus. 2 things. I want to keep a house. I want to stay indoors. And I love to eat. And I want to make sure I eat, live, breathe, and exist well. I can do that. But on the literary side, literary agent, honing in on that. Author, I still write. I still have stuff. There's a house that's asking for one of my pieces now. But I had to put that to the side for a minute to lock in what I'm supposed to do at learning and watching all these videos and all of these things now that I'm a mentee under a major literary agency. I'm getting up to speed. I'm supposed to be a mentorship for 3 months, but I'm not going to need them just for 3 months. I'm going to need them for the years to come because I have to think about it. What happens to my clients if something happens to me? I need to make sure that they're well taken care of and none of their stuff is caught up in the estate or any of that stuff. That's why normally when I do the literary agent thing, I have my money that's coming to me from the royalties and their money goes directly to them. So nothing is left hanging. But what about their work? What about that last contract? So being able to be with a literary agency means my people are always covered and taken care of.
Right. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got a few minutes left, so I want to talk about, is there a space that y'all are looking to develop? Since one of the comments that you made was in regards to a fresh author coming in, is there some kind of course they could take? Is there some books they could buy? Is there some people that they could link with that could be like tribe related? Is there something that y'all looking at to help them, get it together, or what's necessary, how to go from the idea in their head to it on the page, and then, what happens after the book is written type of series or something?
Okay, so there is a series of videos that I have that everybody coming into Tribe has to look, but I had offered them to the world at some point in time. So there's about, 5 videos that we have that they can watch to help further them and get them prepared to being with something like Tribe. I'm not tribing up any new people, but we also, as a tribe, we wrote a book called The Right Stuff. We also have a book called The Marketing Stuff. And my son and I also wrote a book, The Blueprint for Writing and Publishing. So my whole thing is, if you have those 3, The Right Stuff is 99 cents. The Marketing Stuff is 99 cents. I think the Blueprint for Writing and Publishing is about $2.99 or $3.99, somewhere about there. Those 3 books right there can get everybody up to speed and at least encourage them on their journey. All of those things, but the videos as well. They want to contact me. Best place is Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM. I can send you the links, and you can do 3 videos, 6 videos, but they come as a course. Once you've done that, you've gained a lot from that process, because I really pictured this only for use with Tribe, but it can be used by anyone.
All right. And the last question, that's one of my favorite questions about balance and self-care. One of these nights you was like, yo, I've been on this computer since 2:30 in the morning. It was 2:30 in the morning. You see what I'm saying? For this undertaking, getting things together and ready and scheduled and organized and all of that. Is you taking care of yourself?
So what had happened was, like today, I made sure I got out of bed. I went to go drive to go see my mom. She has dementia, and it's a crapshoot whether she'll remember my name or not, but she remembers the love. My thing is, I allow the day sometimes, like I'll have a things to do list, things I have to absolutely get done. And then there's some things that get penciled in, but my tribe says, have you eaten? Have you had water? They'll be on sprints with me, and they'll make sure, especially Stephanie and Unique, they both ask daily, have you eaten? Have you done this? Have you done that? Or Lisa, get up, get off the computer. I'm going to bed, you're going to bed. So my tribe make sure I eat, drink, and make sure I get off the computer. Because I get streamlined and I want to get so much done. But it's okay to breathe and say, okay, this can happen tomorrow. Because I'm one of those people, I want to get this, and I'm trying to make my things to do list smaller and more manageable and actually doable. I used to have lists this long, and I would get it done, but it was at an expense to myself and my rest and my sleep and the smaller amount. Like today, I think about 3 more things. That's it. Update the website for all the new people who signed up for this 200 free promo. There's more people who have been signing up as we've been doing this. I'm going to do it. I can close that out. Getting a calendar together of all the events and takeovers and interviews and all of that stuff. That's it. I have something I have to send to the tribe tomorrow. I made a list of all the things that we've kind of accomplished together. It is about 2 pages of things, from cookbooks to Dubai to the Atlantis Resort. I mean, the whole long list. I needed them to see what we've done together, all the series, all of the movements, all the private events we've done. I needed them to see that in order to show where we are now and how we're moving through to the next phase of our literary careers.
I love that. Something came to me about your mother. I wanted to say, don't smack me, okay? Don't smack me. Not in front of company. You can smack me when you get off. But
okay, I hear you chirping, Big Bird. I hear you chirping.
The veil between our perceived reality and the ancestral realm is very thin. She's in both places now without a filter. So what she may not recollect from this physical reality is in preparation for her reunification in spirit.
Yeah.
So if she calls you different names or she mentions other names, she's seeing them. She's seeing them. She's there with them and with you at the same time. So she knows your love. So that's her connection to the physical world. But all of her being is there.
Yeah.
Those are 2 spaces. there's an ancestral history and legacy that you can learn in this process that will help you for what you need to do. It's another story looking to be written, one to be honored, one to be given, like the cast of characters who come to you, you know, from that celestial spiritual space for you to write their story. They come to you, they show up like, I'm not leaving until you write me. Your ancestors have a story and a legacy where your mother is a conduit in between both worlds right now.
I can understand.
So she's there. She's there with you and she's there with them.
And I can see that because the names she calls me are people who are no longer here.
Right.
Her sister and sometimes my mother. She's my other mother. That's my, my biological mother is on spirit side. So, and I look a great deal like her. So it's not surprising that sometimes she will call me by that name or Corky. And Corky had just made her transition late last year. And then she started calling me Corky. So I absolutely received that.
They're there with you also as your guides. So if y'all can commune and figure out stories and things like that, that's a whole nother thing. Just something for you to have in regards to what's close. So,
yeah.
Do you have any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Well,
from that great, vast mind of yours.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this interview. And also thank you for having the rest of the authors on Tribe and some new authors to this experience, new authors to me. And just really and truly, I thank you for the support. And if anyone needs to connect with me, follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Threads. You can follow me on my Facebook author page. My website is www.naleighnakai.com. That's NALEIGHNAKAI.com. I'm very responsive on Facebook and on Instagram. If I can't help you, I will give you to someone who can.
I'm talking about. We need to put her on the Quiet Storm. Okay, we need the Naleighna Hour on Quiet Storm. Okay. Queen Mother, thank you for your time, for your energy, for your love, for your jewels, and for you. The legacy that is your life and existence, and how you have spread those healing wings out to the world, and how writing has allowed you to transform and allowed the lives of others and so many more in the future to transform by that word. So thank you.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your days, because I'm about to get busy with another interview and another interview. I'm on an interview saga over here.
Indeed.
So, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them that in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a